means that one player has the unfortunate task of like knowing every different type of lineup from different agents for different maps. Can be a little bit stressful, but like you said, Pancakes is one of those tried and true players. But Pistol's about to be underway. EZ5 on the attack. I think this is where we saw them against EG earlier in the day start off first. And boy, did they get rolling right away.
We'll have to see if they can get that going again. It's the default play that EZ5 knows and that EZ5 loves. Gesturing towards B long, we see the Sky playing there of precision. It's a pretty standard play for the Sky mains out there. I think that Roy, especially over on the Renegades, he was one of the first guys to get that going, has been very strong at it because the flash is so good in those long angles, but that's not being tested just yet. Two, walking up in towards Hookah. Noble not aware of this play quite yet.
Against EG, we saw a lot of action towards that long side, but we actually see the engagement start to happen. Governor drops down, drops in. He's currently paranoid. He will survive. Still, Noble have done such a great job of just consistently separating Governor from the rest of his team, and you see that being punished right away. Levi finds the pick onto Gov. They have to back away from this hit. But they've gotten a lot of control on A, and it's really been in the meanwhile while Governor has sacrificed his life for this control. And we'll see that spike planted on A.
30 seconds left.
I like this from Corsonix. He knows that his team is at a man deficit, so wants to try and get aggressive and get something done here. But Noble, very passive actually. 2 players wounded, but what they're not going to be ready for is this very aggressive play. Well, maybe they are. Corsonix down. Push still to come underway. Trade, trying to come out of B-Dog, and just look at the time they need to get that plant down now, and Decop will. But it's just him. 1 versus 4 here to try and clutch up. He has the first, but Dink down to 22 HP.
Yeah, that was a little bit tough. I think kind of forcing it was a little bit interesting, pushing up all the way through vents. We even saw a blast pack kill from B-Dog. The snake bite came out to not let them swing off of that. That was very, very strange. You even see the pings coming out from EZ5 towards spawn. They're just like, what really happened there? Maybe it's getting late. Some of these players probably in the Eastern time zone. To be fair, players are probably up till 3 a.m. practicing anyway. So,
just you, Seema.
Yeah, it seems like it's just me. It seems like it's just my boomer bedtime. Well, first round goes to Noble. Considering we kind of are anticipating an easy map for EZ5, it's an easy round for Noble as they will kick things off. They have to be happy about that, right? Like to say this is a map that EZ5 have been so dominant in the tournament. Well, they start with that first round loss.
And it's one that's been really tough for them as well, we should point out. So it's good to get them going early on. I think they're like almost 100% in converting these second round buy-ups, so I don't expect anything too crazy out of this one. We know that EZ5 does like to farm the ult orb, so that's like the expectation here. Maybe a little eco damage, but they're not going to get that. Levi sprays down a couple. Oh, Gov has the trade, but not too much to write home about. Noble will take this second, as Corsonix is alone and starting to look forward a little bit here. I think EZ5 will likely just stay with this default, try and feel out their opponents a little bit, because I don't think they're still fully aware how Noble is playing A, because I don't think they've even been able to kind of get out on this A site quite yet. So I imagine next round we'll see them stay nice and slow, get the full feel before we do see them kind of gamble into the aggression.
Phantoms online, lots of spraying on the horizon, spraying through smoke, spraying through toxic screens. Seen that toxic screen, particularly for Gucci, quite consistently. It really made the A hit super effective up against EG. And EG tried a variety of things. They tried to control A short, they tried to control showers. None of it worked, but Noble, very, very comfortable with this type of control. As you can already see them start to develop. Gucci stuck with really a difficult task. Only catches 1, can only convert for the 1 though. And I like that spray as Levi retreats, maybe thinking Corsonix could flank around. Now they're gonna be going over towards B.
2 players still anchored out in Hookah here. The Trailblazer clears out and even towards market. Good information. Now they're aware that the full brunt of this assault is in towards B, but what they might not be ready for is the push towards spawn. Corsonix still working this lurk outside A long. Could actually circumvent the player's market, so the timing gets weird here for the Cypher, and the blind so good.
Spike planted.
Spike planted, still 4v4. Precision is holding off Corsonix for the time being. Is that really all they're hunting for? Just want this
He's
one
buying
guy.
so much time here.
He is. Now a cage as well. Still spraying through. Where could he have run? Ooh, the little crack. Precision saw him for a moment. TP through. Precision's going to deal with this. He will find an upgrade as well. But you're right. He's bought a lot of time already. And this defuse is going to be very, very difficult. Snakebite. Try to push out that player. Levi's going to be waiting on the opposite end. Scoop up a couple of kills. Down to just one. That's a lot of damage done. I would say worth it for Noble. You lose the round. You really took a lot of weapons off the table. That was your ultimate goal, because now EZ5 will still be able to afford, but it's not going to be looking that great.
Yeah, and that round would have been losable if not for the amount of time that Corsonics bought there. He was able to like buy down practically like 3/4 of the spike timer. If they had killed him quickly, grabbed his weapon and went into that retake, I think it would have been a 4 versus 3 or 4 versus 2. Yeah, 4 versus 3. Then it likely would have swung the favor of Noble. They would have actually had time to defuse that spike, but in this world, that didn't happen. EZ5, they hold strong, are able to take that first round. Kabai into this next one, looking a little bit tougher. Precision, only for long control here, but Gov up, very aggressive.
And are you surprised?
Spike down.
I'm not.
B.
Governor finds the fake the trade for decop. Snakebite to slow things down, but they might be considering the jump into the portal. We see on the opposite side of the map, Corsonics working towards that A angle. But two players are anchored down here, and Levi's got a hefty angle here in towards the showers. Toxic screen goes up. He walks through it down quite low, and Corsonics is down. So that means A no longer feels like a strong option. They're going to have to commit to B. Governor still has the trusty old kit. Smokes. Tailwind in. 1 point away from the Blade Storm, which can be a factor into this push. And as you can see, Governor's in. Pan waiting for the perfect time. Spray not good, though. 2 picks in succession for EZ5. Hunter's Fury to try to stop the plant. Governor actually falls as a result. Levi so good with the bow and arrow. Frosty with the cherry on top. That cake is ready to order.
Levi has one of the highest success rates of Hunter's Fury out of like all of the Sovas in North America, and he's showing us evidence of that. 8-2 right now for the man. Huge impact in that round. I mean, he started things off strong, ended things out even stronger. And for EZ5, this slow play is being countered out perfectly. I'd actually like to see them pick up the pace, because with the amount of with the amount of utility that Noble has to throw at them, they can play into that slow game. They have those grapples, they have those flashes into those late rounds. So I'd love to see them pick the pace up a bit here. And go with the Blade Storm, he could be the man to dictate that.
Man, oh man, Noble. Late night fatigue, not going to stop them now. Doing wonderful things. You know, I kind of want to challenge you on that Hunter's Fury. I know you were making a cute little point about Levi's success rate. I think Hiko might be up there for sure. For the highest.
I don't think he's #1, but Levi's up there. I think Hiko is as well.
Well, so is Governor. He's already on the truck. Finds Frosty so quickly. And B-Dog's also got some athletics as well. Oh my god, it's an anime battle. B-Dog gets eventually taken down by the Hunter's Fury. But despite Governor with his heroics, it's not enough to win the round. Noble once again, one in the pocket. But what a explosive round, as it is now already over.
41 on the scoreline now, and what we're looking at for EZ5 is a Viper's Pit into this next one. It's an Omen ult into this next one. I didn't hate the play there, just a nice, quick little execution. The Blade Storm getting a double at least for Governor, but Judge, I don't think it was nerfed enough. Still so powerful in the hands of B-Dog. Weaponry for both sides up though now, and it's actually a bit of a different look towards B-Long here, and it's actually full-out aggression from Noble.
And Noble will be punished for said aggression. Precision now.
I know exactly where you are.
Last player standing down this long side. Neural Theft's gonna allow him to temporarily cross, but he's only got a Bulldog. Finds one. That's impressive still, nevertheless. Governor, though, already ready for the rotates, just down to Pan. Should be around in the bag for EZ5. And I think it was really all caused by maybe Noble feeling a little bit more comfortable in the matchup than they should be. It's like a 3-player push in towards the fountains. A little aggressive You could see that they were punished justly as a result of it. So
well, Payin not going to be able to get anything done, so it's EZ5 pulling their way up onto 2 now. That aggression just, yeah, really not working out too well. It seems like both teams just thriving when they play slower, because EZ5, they've had this look of a default pretty consistently throughout this game, but this is the first round where Noble's gotten aggressive, played directly into that, so it's good for EZ5, but I imagine Noble not going to be ones to make the same mistake twice, and EZ5 not ones to make the same play twice. This time they're actually committing pretty heavily in towards B, and it's a pretty good call because there's only 2 players here to anchor, and the Sky not playing long this round, more of a commitment in towards Hookah.
weapons, of course, kind of a little bit of a mixed bag for this round for Noble. Still have some ultimates to play with, and once again, they've been doing a pretty good job here on the Team Noble front of delaying this B hit. EG really struggled to stop the push in. It's not going to stop Governor, though, from getting a little bit more involved. Quick trade here over towards Hookah. Governor already looking and lurking towards that back alleyway as the spike is being planted. 4v4 snakebite to not allow B-Dog. Oh my goodness, the patience is killing me. Governor backs away, rightly so. Frosty ready on the opposite side, and there's a judge as well ready here for B-Dog. One player coming in from short as well from the defensive side. Governor goes hunting, finds more than he bargained for, as now Levi is just trying to find a couple of consolation prizes. Reaches in the Jumbotron, finds himself a little bear, but not going to find any more than that unless Governor falls. Okay, that's good. We'll take those. 4 for 3 though, as EZ5 find around.
Yeah, I like the kind of just sticking with the B play there. It was pretty well read because they knew that Noble likely wasn't going to try that aggression twice. So it was left down just to the 2 players anchoring on that site. EZ5 were able to capitalize off of it, find a nice quick hit forward. And it was patience out of Noble on the retake, but I don't know how much I like that, because I feel like when Noble let themselves loose a little bit more and are able to just kind of allow players like B-Dog to make their plays happen, they find more success, but in playing slow there isn't going to work in their favor. EZ5, 2 rounds in a row now, and their main solution seems to be B, but yet again, Noble changing the way they play. This time they brought the Raise B-Dog in, and Corsonics, ooh, maybe working a lurk here. He has pinged out Sova Leviathan in towards showers.
Oh, interesting. A little bit of like a mysterious showstopper. You know, I don't really know what that was hoping to find. Maybe like just like early anticipation that like, oh, they're all grouped up there. Because to be fair, the tell's been quite consistent. 5-4 players over towards long. Governor dashes in. Everyone else follows in like baby geese following their mother. Like it's just it's a tell, right? But that still felt a little overconfident on the read. And it actually, based on the showstopper not finding anything, it rotated the whole team over to A.
Yeah, that's really poor information. Precision's bird will actually be confirmed that there's players here, and the execution will as well, but it's just Precision trying to hold down the fort. Full retake here for Noble. We've seen them look good on these before, and they have the utility to work with Seekers, Cosmic Divide, but EZ5, they're good to hold.
We're gonna get nice and cozy too. There's still 2 players that are gonna be late to the party. The portal is what was used to try to mask them going through, but there's still a player in Hookah, and that's problematic. Sonic finds the trade off of it. Governor gets a little bit too close to comfort, and Frosty will, as a result, punish him. But man, that Cosmic Divide, I know most of the action happening towards spawn, but it was used to allow the portal players to have safe passage. But Corsonics used their laying in wait on the opposite side. If he joined his team Elbow, could have been a completely different round.
It's always Corsonics to get that kind of play done. He consistently pops up that little camera in towards Hookah, plays in his little rat angle, and hunkers down. And that's where I feel like Noble are making a bit of a mistake, because when you give EZ5 to set up in the post line, it's so strong because you allow Corsonics to create that home for himself. You allow Governor to get himself into a position where he can get aggressive. They took full elbow control during that time that Noble gave them over. And well, this is an interesting look. It's aggression, I think, off of a Skybird, but I mean, everyone's just rotating away. EZ5 running their way up towards B. It's only going to be Payin to hold down the fort, and Governor has already revealed his location.
And the confidence that Governor plays with, again, I think I said it. I didn't say it the other day because Governor wasn't playing, but I want some of it. That confidence is insane, as we see now. Noble trying to find some space through the portal. They are kind of quite trapped there, and when Governor smells that there are players afoot, he wants action. So he's already ready to go. Finds one, still one away from another tailwind to pop out, and there's players on the opposite side. Frosty finds one with the classic. Definitely a interestingly doable scenario as Governor gets into a little bit of a scuffle. Spray not going to work out, and it's not even a precision that finds the frag. It's Payin from spawn, from the spawn halls. And he finds the frag. Decop backstabbing Frosty in the process. Should be the round though, but 2v3 is doable even still, even with Payin kind of wrapping around here. Decop's gonna be completely unaware, and that's gonna be an upgrade now as well. Player in the smoke is Pancakes. That's good. Okay, another shot comes in. Spike sticking, very doable now as Corsonix is the last player standing. He gets flashed for the time being. Up to half is currently the defuse. That's great. And oh my goodness, Payin finds the frag off the trade for precision. A thrifty round for Noble. I was chalking it up to EZ5 way too quickly because they snuck that round win for Noble.
Oh, this series thus far, it's been so sneaky, in that round specifically huge out of Payin. Governor here, I think he just got overzealous on the fights, gave them away a gun there, and then Payin recovered one of his own. By the way, he was 24 HP for the majority of this clutch. Just absolutely insane out of Payin to get this done in the 1 versus 1, as well as his utility was crucial there because he stayed alive. He gave that side control over, and he'd always had that wall up towards Suka. He had always had that orb out towards Long, so that made that post plant, that retake, so doable. Huge from Noble. Now they've earned themselves a pit. They'll place that in towards Long, and that's forcing EZ5 to execute towards the A site. Already a trade 1-for-1 as the Hunter's Fury pops up for Decom.
This is just a utility dump. There is so much going on. When the dust settles, it's a 4v4. Frosty survives with 3 HP off of a shock dart that came from Decop, and he will very obviously fall to Pancakes. He didn't really have much HP left remaining anyways. So now 3v4. Noble have a difficult task ahead. Precision on the flank. We've got 2 players that are going to be pushing in from the defender spawn. 1 player's already gone. The other player going to be playing off from heaven.
Enemy remaining.
He's down as well due to Corsonix. The retake not going to work out. Precision, last player standing. Be tough. Be very tough. Doesn't look like going to be the retake for Precision. Waiting for those exits. And that's the amount for EZ5.
Yeah, that it will be. Swinging things back into a nice and close game here. It's 5-5. What we're looking at for the scoreline, and EZ5 again, quick to find that adjustment. They see issues in towards B. It's the Viper's pit to be initiated. It's instantly a fast hit in towards the A site. They were finding this against EG a lot, where they had these walk-ups onto the A site, but they've been forced to change how they're playing their bind. They're forced into aggression when they want these site takes because Noble's not giving them much space to play with. They're fighting for that short control. They're really hounding down these extremities, normally with the sky towards Long, and it's oftentimes ZK or Frosty in towards the showers. So Noble definitely giving them a run for their money here, but 5 rounds, that's already very respectable for the attack. Noble, they're going to have to hold strong here. And the money in this one, it's a little bit weird. 2 hero rifles. It's for Precision and for Payin, as it's the shorties out for Levi and E-Dog.
Lineup here for the Poison Cloud, but it's once again Governor doing Governor things, but he gets punished by a shorty. Shock Dart to try to find some additional value. We won't even find the upgrade there off the floor. The snake bite. Delay for a little bit longer, not really covering all the great possible angles there. Again, 5v4. Governor dying early is a pretty unfortunate sign for EZ5 in some of these rounds. Once Governor falls, they don't really have pressure that he creates, right? If he doesn't find a pick, or if he doesn't find space, an EZ5 sometimes can feel a little stuck.
That they can. site. There's a jump peek out of ZK, trying to find some information. That's sorely lacking right now for Noble. EZ5 full out onto this execution. They're still down a man, but they're actually walking up, taking this dry, and that could be a mistake. ZK with the pistol can always get something done. Awkward position for Pancakes, falling at the hands of Precision. Now the spike on the floor, more damage dealt, but the trade's good. Levi, Shorty, good for one. It's Decop in close towards the two. Sonics tasked with dealing with two, but it's Shorty's on either side. Now Levi trying to be a thorn in his side, and just look at the time. Oh, he could still hit the TP here. He could still get out, but Levi wants to hunt this player with the rifle. What? He's decided to come back in? This round is so weird. Levi, the Shorty gets one. Decop on 1 HP. 6 seconds left. He needs to plant right here, right now, and he'll get it down in the tube. So Noble trying to work the retake, but it's the spam from Pay. What just happened? That was the weirdest round of my life. Shorty's so good, I guess, when you let the time drain out like that.
Yeah, and the fact that B-Dog came in from the portal, just trying to pinch in Corsonics at the same time. The site hit itself. Frosty bought a lot of time. He was just in and around the tube, and it bought enough time that I think Levi could kind of pop out of hookah while they were so focused on the players maybe coming in from the defender spawn. And these just random upgrades that they found off the floor definitely made things much easier, but it shouldn't have been as close as that was. But again, Governor dies first. Don't have the ground or the space that they were hoping to get.
They do not. Aggressive here. New look again from Noble. They're often adapting, but Gucci often shutting down. 5v4 early on here for EZ5. The Viper's still trying to fight this forward off the Owl Throne.
Ian's actually going to go hunting. This is going to be a very long flank around towards the long side. You see Gucci's like, okay, they've got it covered. I can just watch the flank here. No problem. Gets tagged. He's like, now I got to go. So he's going to join the rest of his team. Meanwhile, Nobile Prize are going to be pushing up towards this B site. Governor's actually taking on like 8 fights at once. Does get traded eventually as Frosty picks up 2 for free. Uh-oh, Levi in a little bit of trouble. Backstabbed by Pancakes is just down to Frosty, who initiated a lot of the early contact. But there's not a lot of time left. Cosmic Divide last round makes sense. There's the tap, and they can't really play for it. They have to force it through. And we end up with a 6-6 half. I don't think I've seen a closer map so far, these two teams, and we are dead even.
That we are. Keeping it competitive, keeping it close as can be. I don't know. That half was so hard to kind of consider what we could surmise it to. It was a back and forth, I guess, towards that B site. Every team out adapting each other one round at a time. But in a round that's so even, I'd almost favor EZ5 because this defensive half, normally a little bit stronger out of them. And on the map with Fine, normally a little bit stronger as well. So we will have to see who can come out on top. But as the pistol round is ready to commence, it's Noble continuing the heritage of B-site splits. But what they have to contend with that EZ5 never did is the Cypher playing in towards this site.
The last half of this tournament. And it's dead even. Couldn't have asked for a more competitive experience. Fast hit here for Noble onto the B side. We see the portal come through. It's actually Governor who's coming in from the flank. Decop finds a frag with the shock dart, but it's actually just the players on the site themselves that are finding their own little bloodbath as Governor manages to make his way through towards hookah, but it's not really that impactful, just down to Precision as EZ5 are able to hold fast for the time being. They know where the last player is, but Precision just trying to get the jump, trying to retreat as well. Easy pistol here for EZ5.
Yeah, really good pistol round out of the camp of EZ5. They gave a lot of space for Noble to play with, but they were fully ready for that retake. They knew early on it was a B site take, so they gave a little bit of space over off the gravity welts, had everyone postured outside, and the second that Noble's feet hit the floor outside of hookah, EZ5 just overwhelms them. It's really great coordination, especially with kind of Governor's light round flank coming up there as, I guess, a second option should things go awry on the site. But that plan B never had to happen. So now, just the ego out of Noble. Well, maybe a little bit of ego, but it is the eco round for them to work with here. Corsonics holding close to the Spectre.
Oh no, they're about to come through. Finds one at least to start. Spray's good for 2. Looking for the third as well. Domination across the board I was secretly hoping for just this. When things get mowed down, it's a beautiful sight. You know, when someone cuts grass, it looks nice and clean, right? But when you see Corsonics find 3 in a row, looks just as nice. He didn't, of course, but gun round here for Noble. Let's see what they've got. Down 2 rounds, but again, we're not too far off. Anybody can afford to bleed rounds here because it's still so early in these rounds.
It will be. Noble now, they have the rifles to work with on their side. And I'm excited to see how they're going to be playing this attacker half of Bind. On their previous maps, I would say it was a little troublesome sometimes to find footing on these attackers' sides. So in this one, they're going to take things nice and slow. But Governor, he's going to get nice and aggressive. Has to back up, a tailwind not used. So this gives a road forward for future aggression, as it's actually Corsonics with the Bucky. Could blindside. Oh, doesn't quite happen. Bucky, not what it used to be. Payan escapes with his life.
Not very healthy, though. Definitely feels a little unfortunate. Levi's in a unique position. But Decop maybe in an even more unique position. I don't think Levi managed to spot Decop kind of rotating behind the double stack, but we can see here Noble, they're kind of playing both sides here, heavier on the B side, and you can see now Decop, because of his position, has managed to catch a player off guard. Can't convert onto Frosty, but already a lot of the damage has been done. 2 injured players on the B side alone, while the rest of the team having to find a way back. Precision, wait a minute, he's got a lot of ground over towards A, so the call for the portal is very smart, and you leave Payan behind, who can lurk through defender spawn. This is about to get very interesting.
Yeah, Viper was always here, but look at the flank. Pancakes, he denies the spike, teleports across, and now they can play this. This completely changes the tide of the game as Corsonics picks up another Noble. 2 players. This was just the bonus, and it's all falling apart. 1 for Gov. B-Dog alone, no time left, but he just needs 2 kills. However, that'll seal the deal. Naded his feet. His own naded that to lock the door behind him. EZ5 off the bonus, picking things up, and that might have just been a little overcomplicated from Noble. It was a good play. They had the lurk from Precision, but the teleporter, instead of taking things through showers, they head towards short. There was always a lurk there. Spike hits the floor, and that completely changes the tide of the round. It's not really what you like to see for Noble, and, well, for them to keep this competitive. But EZ5, I'm sure they are feeling very happy because they have 103 to work with now. They have advantage, and it's the defensive side. A defensive side on Bind with momentum behind it can be really, really hard to contend with.
EZ5 hoping to have their cake and eat it too as they move into this next round. Guns locked and loaded, feeling very happy about the repercussions of that round. This could put them at 10-6. Now, we talked a little bit about teams having the ability to bleed the rounds early, and for Noble, that doesn't really seem to be a big of a problem. But letting EZ5 get up to double digits makes things a little bit problematic. You'll be fighting the gun round 10-6. Things can get a little tricky. So hoping that they can do some heavy economic damage, and they can, because EZ5 members bought weapons up for this round. Owl drone to get a little bit more information. Players are waiting on the opposite side. Governor just doing Governor things. Can't control the spray onto the third. But, of course, Pancakes comes in. Hero paranoia as usual. We've got a 3v1 with Precision. Maybe hoping to recover a weapon and the spike.
He's just saving here. I'm not sure what weapon he has, but I imagine it's not something really worth hanging on to. In a 1v3, he might be trying to route a late flank that he suspects could have come through market, but no such flank exists, so he's just wasting time here. 30 seconds on the clock, likely looking for a little bit more damage left with this Sheriff recovering a rifle, and we could consider the save, but this round should be all but over.
I got the spike.
Oh, but now there's a gun.
Yeah, 1v3 Precision would be the one to do it. Unfortunate, time is not of the essence here, or is of the essence rather, and Precision did not have a lot of it left. 10-6. That's kind of anticipated. This round is super key. You know, to me, this feels like a round that could really decide the rest of this map. 11-6, eco round. 12-6. Get a little dicey if Noble don't pick up some of the steam. What do they have? Seekers available and the Cosmic Divide. Definitely two, like, you couldn't ask for too many better utility pieces to try to get an execute off and get in a really good position. So we'll see what they have and what they cook up with, because we haven't really seen a lot of A, and that's actually where they're headed.
All All right, Noble pushing things forward here. Precision actually taking a lot of space in towards showers, and Gucci will throw down that snake bite. Recontest just a little bit, and with the one way up, that should slow this execute. Good utility to keep things at bay for Noble, but out with the Seekers. This is the call to go.
Cosmic Divide to allow them safe passage and the Seekers as well. It actually manages to catch Gucci, and guess who's waiting on the opposite side, but they don't know. Even with the spray, even still, oh my goodness, Gucci just waiting for the push on in. Eventually does finds B-Dog, but in the process, Governor loses his life. Pancakes on the flank. I think he rotated from the teleporter. He will be taken care of by Precision. The Cosmic Divide is gone as the spike now ticks. Gucci still in the same position as before. You see smokes connecting onto Tetris. Still, Gucci makes it in. Reloading the clip. That has to be heard. Leviathan trying to double back in through the smoke for Sonics. Last player standing now. It's a successful hit came through from Noble. So much utility. Difficult for EZ5 to play with. Now even more difficult for Corsonics to win a 1v3 with this very increasingly ticking spike.
No time left on the clock here. Damage could be good, but it's not happening. Precision has a shutdown. Noble, they finally find their way back in, and this is the perfect time to do it. 4 losses in a row. They recoup before that kind of magic number of 5. That's when things get serious. That's when you really got to be taking those tactical pauses and slowing things right on down. And it did take a lot. Took that Cosmic Divide, took those Seekers, but it was a good look. They get that plant down. They had the post plant pretty cleanly established and managed to bide the time, because EZ5's main road to success has been shutting things down before the spike even comes to fruition. That's the first round where it's been, I think, that spike coming down. There hasn't even been a retake just yet. So that's the first time Noble has even gotten it into the floor. It's a good change up. Actually, teleporter forced out. Oh, huge paranoia from Pancakes, and he can just teleport right on out. He's back to the B site like nothing ever happened, but now it's just him to anchor.
Yeah, all alone. Trade came quite successfully. Decop, that's going to be spiked down. How much more can Pancakes get? That's so much value. Finds 3 right before, or rather 2 right before he dies. Makes things a little bit more challenging for Noble. E-Dog just holding this angle though. EZ5, they can play for retake. They can chill out. They're in the right place at the right time. They just need to wait. They've got a even a camera over towards showers. Tight angles have been covered. Toxic screen is going to help out a lot because it's going to deny some of the vision. They can likely defuse the spike as they want. Levi, ooh, even a showstopper as well. They can just wait this out. Gotta respect it as the spike ticks. You have to continue to provide that respect. Shot's good, and just like that, right through the toxic screen. Very well done from EZ5. 7-11. EZ5 potentially on the precipice here of closing out this map.
Yeah, they really could be getting this done pretty easily. This is kind of their map pick. We expect them to be out on top, but this lead has looked dominant. The retake's very strong. I like that no one commits to kind of holding onto that spike immediately. They give a little bit of respect over, wait for that utility to drown out because they know they have plenty of time. Pancakes especially going huge in this round because it was that ultimate, the from the shadows, that I feel like can be so hard to find value with, finding huge value in that one because he has a teleporter, has a kill off that, and is right back into the B side. It's so hard to get those comps. Where is Omen? Where is Pancakes? No one was ready for him. Now EZ5 2 away from taking down Noble. I don't even know if I would call it an upset because EZ5 just such a strong looking roster, and B-Dog pick onto the site.
Doing his best Governor impression, you know, just getting in fast. For Sonics taking a face full of lead, as is Decop. Just both anchors down. Pancakes jumping out of the smoke underneath. Snakebite there as well. It's looking like a round for Noble very quickly. Get onto the site, take care of the anchors, and take care of one very comfortable player trying to push through the smoke as well.
Party's over.
Okay, Governor finds 1. 2v4. Still challenging. A lot of tools at the disposal here for Governor. It could sneak a little cheeky defuse. Of course, the birds are going to make that a little bit problematic. There's the tag. One player gets stuck in the gravity well, and now it's just down to Governor, who's looking for frags. Finds 1 at least. With not much time left. And he find a couple more players. Just barely gets the tag. He's going to get out. 8-11. Noble with a quick fast hit, catch EZ5 off guard.
Yeah, really nice one out of Noble. I like that they're taking the speed up a notch here because their post-plant setups have been strong, but thus far they've kind of been consistently losing someone off of EZ5's openers, and I think it was Levi's Recon Dart, actually, that did scan out Corsonics. Corsonics has been such a wrench in the side of this Noble roster. So huge dart to reveal that Sova, be able to kind of spam him down immediately. Or excuse me, did I say Sova? I meant, of course, the Cypher, because once that Cypher's down, his utility is useless. Makes that site a lot more open for business. EZ5 here. Dog forward. They're trying to take control towards Showers, but, I mean, both sides love to fight this one. EZ5 thus far still holding on to the control. It's just Governor alone, but the blinds do come out. Payin with the spike on his back. I'm making a consideration towards B here. It's a slow round.
Recon bolts can be a little bit of a tell, but Noble have started to move this spike over towards B. And EZ5 are, for the most part, a little prepared for it. Standard Roomba into hookah, but it's a little bit of a later one at that. That's going to give a little bit more value on the information. And actually, B-Dog goes in off the trade, and his utility will finish the job, but still, Neural Theft comes out regardless. That interaction has to be insane. Still, the A hit is starting to come through. Seekers trying to find a little bit more space, a little bit more room. Governor in his classic position in the off angle, but he's actually getting pushed off by the snake bite. Very well calculated, but still, they need to make it in. They swing together, no, but they line up like dominoes. And Leviathan still intelligent enough, handsome enough, strong enough. Get that Hunter's Fury and tag Governor to his doom. But he gets caught with his knife out. Down in just 14 seconds. Precision will take the brunt of the bullets as well. And an easy round for EZ5.
Yeah, he was not quite handsome enough to dodge out on the bullets that time. And I feel like this pacing for Noble, I'm not a fan of it personally, because every time they're taking these rounds so incredibly slow, they're for the most part losing out on them. When they're winning, it's when they kind of turn up the pace, they dial things up, they play like they have nothing to lose in the round and are willing to just commit on in. And a lot of the times it is kind of B-Dog plus Precision, that combo of the dive of Raze and Sky to make that happen. But they've been very, very slow, very, very passive in these last couple rounds. And when you play slow, that's where players like Governor can go huge, get aggressive, shut things down, and take the pace to you. That's what EZ5 likes to do, and they've been very successful with it. But look at Gucci here. Nice little pit, but they might be trying to disrespect through it.
Yeah, good snake bite, though. All the utility thrown in. Owl Drone, Roomba, and now a Cosmic Divide from Frosty. I'm not sure what he is looking for. Even Pancakes up above. That is huge because he can just spray through, but now the pit can go. But guess who's up above? Oh my goodness! Pancakes! Bringing the pain. And just like that, GG's called all around. EZ5. What a way to finish. They get the lion's share of the 5K. They get all the qualification points. EZ5